especially excited because we have a guest speaker on with us. We're honored to have Jordan Scheltgen, who's part of the Cave social team and is our local social media expert. He's also an Inman contributor, and he's all-around good guy. And so he's actually going to get us started off and probably answer some of your undying questions. My name's Taylor. I'm part of the NestBuilder team, and I'll be talking to you later on. But first, we're going to turn it over to Jordan to get us started off. Jordan.
Hey Taylor, thanks for having me on today. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here and talk a little bit about content marketing and Facebook marketing for real estate agents. I'm glad to be here. As Taylor mentioned, I contribute for Inman occasionally and talk about things like social media marketing. I also know Taylor's got some help there to answer questions. So if you do have any questions for me or Taylor about anything we cover, just put that in the question box. We will get to the questions at the end, and we'll go through them. But nonetheless, let's get started and let's go over some of why content marketing fails or succeeds in real estate. So before we get into any real successes for Facebook marketing and for online marketing for real estate agents, I think it's important that we kind of identify some of the failures, and just so we can learn from them. A lot of the failures, once you remedy some of the bad mistakes that you may be making or one of your colleagues may be making, then you're able to go ahead and start putting your best foot forward. So the first reason I see agents failing on social media is thinking that any publicity is good publicity. You can see here, you want to keep your message really contextual and relevant to your market and what you're doing. In this instance here, I don't know if the agent is going to sell me a cookbook or help me move my house. And this is something that is really, we see kind of examples of this. We want to make sure that you really keep it in line with your brand, and a lot of times the guidelines that your broker office has put forward. Of course, you're going to have your own, flair and marketing message, but let's just make sure that it's brought back and that it's really in line with your brand as a whole. 2, expecting an immediate conversion from social media. This is something I think that everyone's been guilty of at one point, and I go and I look and I talk with agents and I talk with broker offices, and one of the common mistakes that is made is thinking that Facebook is a cash register and thinking that, okay, we can just put on listings all the time on Facebook and that's it. Now I'm marketing. And I think that's really not how Facebook marketing and content marketing as a whole should be looked at. I think we really need to think about content marketing and Facebook marketing as, your tool to connect with people several times, whether it's over 1 year, 5 years, or 7 years. We know the average first-time home buyer, they buy once every 5 to 7 years. So your chance of when you put up a listing of actually getting it in front of somebody who's ready to purchase a house, even in the next 30 days is slim to none. So it's really not a way to connect with your connect product with your customer base. What I think you need to do instead, and what all agents can do, is really scale this back down. Obviously, you have product and inventory that you have open houses you need to promote. Do that on Friday and Saturday when they're going to happen. I would say otherwise you want to scale it back and do about 90% of your posts about the community and about yourself and really what you have to offer as a person. We'll get into a little bit of that in the agent successes, but this will be the first thing. Don't think about it as an immediate conversion tool for you, social media. All right. The last, reason 3, no purpose, no syndication. So we've all, I would hope, see this Kevin Costner great film, Field of Dreams, and he says a lot of times, he gets the thing, if you build it, they will come. And I think this is a big misconception about Facebook, and a lot of problems that agents have is they're trying to do Facebook and trying to market and trying to post, but you're stuck with 30 likes, 15 likes on your page, and it seems to move at a snail's pace. So this is one of the biggest things is, if you build it, they won't come. You have to maintain it. You have to market it. You have to take your page, and you really have to go out and put effort in. and put effort in to get people to like it. One of the cool things, I know Taylor's on, and he's going to show you one of the RealBiz products. It's actually a great way to help build your page, but I'm not going to divulge into that too much now. But this is definitely one of the big mistakes, is people put effort into Facebook, or they get lost and they don't see this immediate return, and it's because they're not building a fan base. You know, as much as they're building content, you're not building a fan base. So that's one of the things you really want to try to do. One of the other things we see is we see misguided content a lot, and we see agents in there say, okay, hey, I was told I should start blogging and sharing my blog on social media, and in the very, very high level, that's a good idea. But a lot of times it's poorly executed, and it can actually be a big waste of your time as an agent if you go out and you want to take on a blogging strategy. Because writing a really, really good blog and then pushing it out and syndicating it, you know, that's going to probably take 8 hours of your time. A lot of times here we see, you know, this is a great one. Grand Hampton, life amidst the natural elegance of Florida. We need to make titles and any headline you put on social media or on a blog clear. I don't really know what this post is about. I don't know what it's calling me to do. You know, I'm not going to click this. Think about when you see, you know, when you see any article online that you click, and go and study your own behavior and think, why did I click that BuzzFeed article? Because it had a headline that was catchy. So maybe it's Grand Hampton, you know, the best place in Florida to live, see why, or something along those lines. It's just a little stronger. The other thing you see here is 0 likes, 0 tweets, 0 shares. At the very least, everything you put out on the internet, you should want to share. You should really want to share yourself, because if you don't want to share it yourself, and if you don't believe in that piece of content that you've put out, why would somebody else share it? And really asking yourself that and saying, why am I doing this? Am I doing this just because I'm putting up content for the sake of it, or does this really have a purpose behind it? The next mistake we see is quantity over quality, and I think this also falls in line with keeping your personal and professional separate. A lot of agents will take to their business page and, you know, think, okay, I got to post all the time. And if you're posting all the time, it does one thing. One, it'll make it seem like you have too much free time and that you're not actually operating as a business, and that's kind of a negative message. We've all seen that person who's posting all the time on Facebook a million cat pictures, and though I enjoy the occasional cat picture like Morris here, and I'm sure you guys do too, you know, that person who's posting a million cat pictures becomes annoying, and you don't want to be that annoying presence on Facebook. The other thing you don't want to do, as I said, personal is not always professional. Anything you wouldn't talk about the first time you meet a client, you should not put on Facebook. So we have an example here, and you know, we have this agent, 13 ways to tell you have ghosts in your house, and she comes out and says, I've sold many homes that I knew something was eerie about them. We've seen posts, people really heavy on religion or politics or anything that, you know, is kind of a controversial topic. You want to stay away from on Facebook, because think about, though you might make 1 or 2 people who see your topics, the messaging might fall in line with what they're thinking. You might make about 80% of your fans mad, and that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to start arguments on Facebook. You're here to promote positive messaging about yourself and about the community. So how can agents be successful? We're going to hop into it here, and I'm going to show you some live examples of people who are doing really good jobs and solid jobs on Facebook, and what takeaways we can get from them. So, celebrating the community. This is and should be the #1 focus of your social media plan as you move forward. You're not selling your service, you're selling yourself. And this really helps you build trust with the community members. What you're able to do when you put out posts that aren't all about yourself or about a listing, you know, if you can put out a post, even if it's about the community here, if you do something, you go to, say you're coaching a local baseball team, or, you know, something like that, or your son's on the team, or whatever it may be, you're at a food bank, you have your phone on you, take a picture, snap a picture, let's get that thing up on Facebook. You're going to notice the engagement on stuff that's authentic and comes from you is really great. But I also say you want to make sure that you have a consistent string of content coming that really keeps your customers and your consumers and fans engaged. And one thing you can do is, there's cool ways to get posts like, hey, which kitchen is nicer? Do you like kitchen A or kitchen B? And you're not going for a hard sell when you put those posts on the internet. What else can you do? You can reach out to local businesses. This is something where they can really facilitate traffic to your website and to your Facebook posts. So if you have a great restaurant or something that you've been to, make sure you tag them. Tag them, and they'll notice. If they have 1,000 to 2,000 fans, they'll definitely notice. And it's always just kind of like you want to give before you ask for something. And if you give them a mention and you really endorse them, they're going to be that much more likely to endorse you. And this will really help you build real relationships. So one of the things I always say, the starting point for an agent is, okay, do you have a title company you work with? Do you have a moving company you work with, a cleaning company that you recommend, or portable storage that you use for staging? All of those companies have somebody that you probably know and you can reach out to and say, hey, I'm going to post about you guys on Facebook, and you mention them, and they might say, hey, thank you so much for the post, or take a selfie with them and post it. There's all these things that you can do that are really cool. So I would definitely say go along that line. So what does this all mean? And how do you really get some results out of your Facebook page? So I believe in making SMART goals, and I think this is something that everybody should make here. And they should be specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-based. So what's an example of this? I put one in here. I will have 500 website visitors between March 31st and May 1st. We could also do something like I will have 100 Facebook likes by March 31st. We're going to hop in, and Taylor's going to show you a bunch of ways that RealBiz can help get you guys there and help you with your goals. But this is something, definitely write them down. I'm sure you guys have read articles before about you're 10 times more likely to achieve a goal if you write it down. Well, do that, but make sure that these goals are measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-based. That's it for my part of the presentation, guys. I'm going to be on answering questions in the chat. Taylor, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Jordan. Awesome. Yeah, just letting you guys know, Jocelyn, Graham, Maya, Sarah, we see your questions, and we're just going to hold off until the end before we go and answer those. But first, a lot of you are probably wondering just exactly who are we? Who is RealBiz? And we kind of joke about it around here that we're kind of the best kept secret in real estate. We service just about every single brokerage that there is in the United States. We got our start in making listing videos for these brokerages, but we started going down this path, and right now we do just about every single marketing service that you could imagine for real estate agents and brokerages. Now, that's kind of what led us into going forward and starting up with our social media packages. We noticed that there are a few competitors in the industry that offer social media services. However, they're all not quite doing the complete job. Some of them offer decent price points, but they aren't doing everything that they could be. And if you want them to, then it gets skyrocketing up to the $200, $300 per month range. And we don't think that's fair. I mean, why do you have to price it that high? So that's why we decided that we were going to come in and we were going to create a cost-effective solution for real estate agents where we go and do everything for you. And so that starts with quality posts on your business page. We only post things that are real estate related, that are actually going to get clicks, that are going to get likes, that people are actually going to want to read. And we're trying to make you the expert in your industry. So things like top 10 kitchen trends for 2015, 30 fabulous aquariums you should have in your dream house, things that actually people want to read, and steering away from those cat videos, steering away from the non-professional type posts, and keeping with that 90-10 rule that Jordan was talking about earlier, where 90% should be about your customers, things that they want to read, And we post, about 3 to 5 times a week for you, which is perfect just for keeping you look like you got, enough business and keeping you, on track. And it leaves just enough time for you on the Fridays to go and post those listings that people want to see to actually help promote your business. Next, what we do to kind of help out with this, and this is something that no one else really does at a very cost-effective price range, is we'll actually help grow your likes, and we'll use customized ad campaigns to target only buyers in your area. And the entire idea behind this is to increase your sales funnel and just increase the amount of people that you're actually getting these posts out to. So we only target it to people in your zip code, and it's steady growth, so we're not going out and farming them from India. There's nothing like that going on here. These are authentic people that really want to actually connect with you. Next, something that we're doing for you guys is we're actually throwing this in as part of this webinar, and that is we'll actually design a custom cover photo for you. And the entire idea is to have a fluent stream from your business card to your website all the way to your Facebook. So from the time you shake their hand to the time they get online, it's your face, it's your brand, and there's no confusion about who you are or anything like that. It's just very straightforward, to the point, and looks good when you actually go and get somebody to your web page. And now you're probably asking, what's the pricing for all this, and how much does it cost? Normally it is $99 for the month, but for the webinars, what we're doing is we're going ahead and we're starting off at $49.95 per month, and that's good for the next 48 hours. What we're going to do is we're going to send out a link right here in the box. I'll go ahead and type that in at the very end, and you'll be grandfathered in from now until the end of time, no matter what. And right now, we have people from literally all over the country. We have everyone from East Coast, West Coast, and there are a few areas that we are filling up very fast. In the name of keeping quality control high, we try to limit it per zip code. And so the zip codes that we have been filling up very quickly are Miami, Detroit, Atlanta, Austin, and Boston. For whatever reason, word travels fast around these areas, and so they're quickly spreading. However, just about everywhere else we're good to go. And so I'll go ahead and I'll type in the link right there. You guys should all be seeing that now. And so we really encourage you guys to go and try it out. And it's month by month. There's no long-term contract, and you'll see the results. And that's all that we can promise you, is that you'll see that you have all the time to actually go and focus on your business. You don't need to worry about doing all this great stuff that Jordan's been talking about. We'll literally go and we'll do that for you. So now, without taking up too much of your guys' time, because I know it's midweek and you guys got to get back to work, we'll open it up to questions. And so yeah, let's get going. All right. So we got a question here from Jocelyn Rosenfield, and she's asking, how do you separate family, friends, and business and keep it all in one simple place? Well, the way to do that with Facebook is opening up a business page, and then you keep them completely separate. What you can do with that is you can actually post to both your business page and your page at the exact same time. It's very simple to do, and we'll actually go and we'll actually help you set that up. So we won't just create a cover photo for you. We'll actually get on the phone with you, and we'll walk through exactly what you should be saying, what you should write in your About Me. And our whole thing here is all about customer service. We really try to get online with you, get on the phone with you actually, and really just kind of build a personal relationship with you guys. So simple, we can help you out with that. What we'll do is we'll send out a email after this, and feel free to reply, and we can get started. We got someone here asking about websites, and yeah, absolutely, we do websites. What we'll do is we'll send out an email, and then if you have specific questions that maybe you don't want to ask us here in the open chat, then you can reply to us, and we'll be happy to sit down and we can talk to you either on the phone, or we can talk by email, whichever you prefer. Wanda is asking, well, where can I hear this again, because she missed it. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to save this. It's a recorded webinar, and so we'll include that the downloadable file in the email that we go ahead and we'll send out. Let's see here. So NestBuilder is located out of Fort Lauderdale. We got a question about where we're from and our contact information. So yeah, we're located out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And my phone number is, I'll actually put that into the email at when I go ahead and send it out to you. So you guys will all have that. And if you want to call me directly, that's great. I look forward to hearing from you. And then my email is on that contact page. Oh, sorry, let's just change the page here. Sorry. One. Okay. And let's see here. Do we focus on buyers or obtaining listings? Now, we focus primarily with this package on buyers. We try to get your funnel as big as we possibly can. However, once again, just reach out to us afterwards. And like I said, we do just about everything. And so we can actually talk to you about some of our other packages. If you're looking to obtain listings, then we can definitely help you out with that. Do I think it's worth it to pay for Facebook and boost my posts? Actually, you know, I'm going to hand this one off to Jordan to answer, because this is right up his alley.
Hey, Taylor, thanks. Yeah, I saw that question come in. Yeah, so is it worth it to pay for Facebook to boost your posts? Yes and no. I definitely think it's worth it. If you have a great piece of content and you think, okay, hey, you know, this is going to get a lot of engagement, then yeah, I'd say, okay, let's boost this, and let's boost it to people in a scenario. It really depends on the piece of content. Definitely, though, test it out. You can get some great return with boosting posts on Facebook. So I would say 100%, and it doesn't have to be a lot. I would say if you have a good post and you think, hey, this could be something cool, or this is something interesting, and it goes back to my website or what have you, put $10 behind it. Put $5, $10 behind it. Don't break the bank, and see how it does. If it starts to catch on, you can always add more after. I've heard horror stories of people putting, you know, $500 on a boost before and seeing nothing back. So you don't want to do that. I'd say start, you know, dip your toe in the water, and then go from there. Cool. I'm going to pass it back to Taylor.
Okay, awesome. You know, we're getting some great response here, guys, and honestly, I love the questions. You know, all of this is great. We look forward to, you know, talking to a lot of you guys. Let's see what here. Is there a minimum time limit? We can try out your service, or is it month to month, no contract? It's absolutely month to month, no contract. Try it out, see if it's for you, and yeah, no contract, nothing to sign, no strings attached, really. Let's see here. Do we do Facebook promoted ads to generate leads? Yes, we absolutely can. We do a lot of very interesting packages to promote leads. We do one of our services that we do is promoted listings, and so you know, we get some fantastic feedback from that. Once again, just send me an email once we send it out, and we can talk to you one-on-one, and we can get that sort of thing done. But that is a separate package. It's not part of the $49.95 per month package. We just run like campaigns in the $49.95 per month package, where you'll get interested buyers and sellers following you and connecting with you in your area. Let's see. Okay, and that's about it. So yeah, once again, guys, we will be sending out a recorded webinar, this webinar, right as soon as we get off here, and you guys will be able to listen to it again if you'd like. Feel free to share it with your friends, and feel free to reach back out to us. And yeah, we look forward to starting a relationship with you guys. All right, on behalf of Jordan and I and NestBuilder Cave Social, we thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys later.
Hey, thanks, guys.